Hello everyone. So for today's video, I thought I'd do something a little different. For this one, I thought that I would make a video of me hand drawing Metatron's cube while I talk through it. So I'm gonna narrate it for you and just talk about Metatron and other things. Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good week. I hope that you're happy and healthy. Anyhow, I'm starting off this Metatron's cube with just a pencil and a right square and a compass. And because this took a fair amount of time, obviously I have time-lapsed it so that you don't get too bored. And a warm welcome to those of you who are visiting my channel for the first time. Although I have several videos up so far, this is the first one where I just do some art for you. And all my other videos which I have on here so far are basically offering spiritual guidance and doing oracle readings. So you may want to look into those if you're interested. So if this video has made it to your algorithm, you most likely already know about or are fairly familiar with Metatron's cube and who Archangel Metatron is. In a nutshell, he is the archangel to call upon when you need that extra motivation and focus to get things done. He is also great to call upon when you need more balance in your life. As there are many people out there who choose Metatron as their main guide, they could tell you all about him in more detail. But as for me, in my experience, as all other archangels, he is very loving, yet at times can also be very blunt. But blunt in a very light-hearted way. For me, he helps me see the humor in things that sometimes annoy me, or when I don't want to do something but am obligated to, such as mundane but necessary things like chores, etc. And if you are someone who's slightly ADD like myself, working with an archangel like Metatron can be really beneficial. I also do have an Archangel Metatron oracle deck created by someone who's well known on YouTube by the name of Amanda Ellis. I have been a follower of hers for years, and I will share a link to her channel in the description down below. She is very real, she is authentic, and has really good content, so if you haven't heard of her, definitely check her out. So what is the connection between this piece of sacred geometry, known as Metatron's cube, and Archangel Metatron himself? For one, as the cube includes every known shape that exists, therefore it holds every creative possibility and represents the flow of all creation. And Metatron, who is also known as the voice of God, is one of the only two archangels who has lived a physical life on Earth. The other one is Sandalphon, who is the divine feminine version of Metatron, who I intend to talk about in another video. But anyways, as Metatron is known as the voice of God, he is also the record keeper for the Akashic Records, also known as the Book of Life, which holds the records of every lifetime of every soul that has incarnated on Earth. So what can Metatron's cube be used for, and what are the different ways that you can use it? For one, it can be used for protection for yourself, your home, and your loved ones from negative energies. It can help switch negative thinking into more loving, positive thoughts, which, when that happens, by the way, is just one sign that Metatron is near. And it can bring order and balance into your life where it's needed. And the ways to use Metatron's cube are that you can wear it as a piece of jewelry, you can wear it on your clothing, you can hang it on your wall, and if you're into crystals like I am, it can also make a great crystal grid. Sometimes I even like to place my drinking water on it. You can even get it as a tattoo if you really wanted, like some people all have already. Who knows, maybe even I will one day. But if you do, make sure that it is correctly done. You don't want any lines missing, and you want it to be as accurately done as possible for obvious reasons. Okay, so what I am doing right now is I am going over the pencil drawing with an ink pen. And I am doing this freehand and holding my hand as steady as I possibly can. And even though I could have used the ruler and the compass to do the overlay with the pen again, I chose not to. Because already having the drawing underneath, I didn't feel that it was necessary. Plus, I find that doing it organically like this somehow adds more meaning. At least to me, anyway. Plus, in this day and age, having far too much computer-generated AI stuff out there, the simple act of hand doing things just seems to have more value and seems more gratifying at the end, as aside from using some kind of app or program. Although it is well and good to have that type of technology, it can come in useful. In the end, it's all about using the right tool for the right reasons. And having that said, when you go to places like Etsy, where it's supposed to be a platform where artists sell their own artwork, you will find a lot of artwork up there that is not even theirs. A lot of the time, I mean not all of it, but a lot of the time, you will find artwork that is AI generated or done through an app or even copied from somebody else, and they're selling it online and getting away with it, which boggles my mind. But anyways, I don't want to go on too much of a rant here, so let's just carry on, shall we? Okay, so far I've got just about all of the outline done. Although this is more of the fun part, the whole process itself is actually quite therapeutic, and I do recommend you try this at home. So we've got another line there, another line there, another line there, another one here, and continuing there. Just finishing it up. Getting close. Okay. Don't forget all those little lines. Another little one. Another little one. And there we go. And now for a bit of color. After doing all those structured lines, it'll be nice and freeing to do some color. So this time I am using these watercolor pens. I got these from Amazon a few years ago, and although a few of the colors have dried out a bit, they still work okay. And that one pen that I'm using right there, or the other one that blends the colors, that's the pen that you fill with water, and they work just like watercolors, except the only difference is that they're a lot neater and there's no real mess to clean up, so there's that. So for this one, I am aiming to get pretty much all the colors of the spectrum, because seeing as Metatron's cube represents every shape in creation, I figured it would be appropriate to use just about every color of the spectrum. Also, each color representing each chakra. And you know how rainbows appear when there's rain and sun? To me, it's always symbolized the result of what happens between two complementary forces. Even though we've seen rainbows hundreds of times, every time one appears, I just want to sit there and gaze at it until it disappears. To sit there in the moment in awe of its beauty is like its own form of meditation in itself. So now, as I'm getting closer to finishing this piece, getting these last few colors in, here I am working on the green, getting that blended in there. This piece actually didn't even take me quite as long as I thought it would, even though I have time-lapsed the video. I don't remember exactly how long, but it took a little shorter than expected. But here I am working through the green, just about heading for the yellow. Alright, getting that yellow on there. Let's do a few more final blends here. Just about done. Look at that. And for some final touches. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and by all means feel free to try drawing the Metatron cube yourself. Somehow when you put your own energy into creating the sacred geometry pattern, you put a little bit of yourself into it too. Even that in a way is like almost directly working with Metatron in itself. And if you like, feel free to go to my Etsy shop. You could find the link in my profile. I have the downloadable image for sale if you're interested. And if you really like this video and you got something out of it, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, because that would help me out a lot. Thank you for watching. Blessings, namaste, and I'll see you in the next video.